This true scary story comes from recent news. The link to the actual news story is in the description. The dead body of a 60-year-old man named Jeffrey Nash was discovered decomposing in an SUV on July 17, 2015. From here, the story just gets scarier and stranger. His body had been decomposing for 2 weeks before police discovered the rotting remains in an SUV in a parking lot in Santa Monica, California. Apparently, police were tipped off to the dead body by the deceased's fiancee, a woman named Catherine. Catherine and her employee, Dawn, were with Mr. Nash when he died. They tried to help him, but he passed away and did not want them to call 911. Catherine believed that Nash was an operative for a secret government agency. Nash had told her that not only was he a secret agent, but he was also an alien hybrid. His fiancée completely believes this to be fact. The two women did not report the man's death to authorities because they thought he would be picked up by the secret agencies that he was tied with. Instead, the two women fled the scene and left to Oregon. Dawn, who was 39 years old, did not contact her parents, nor even her children. Her poor parents were so worried, they filed a missing persons report 2 days after her disappearance. The women have contacted the police through Catherine's attorney, but both of them are still missing. Dawn did send a letter to her parents, but has not called or even spoken to them, or even more surprisingly, her children. Now, any reasonable person would just assume the man was lying to his fiancée, and the two women just freaked out at his death, so they ran away. However, what the police found at the home of Nash puts an entirely different spin on this story. Police uncovered more than 1,200 firearms, along with over 6 tons of ammunition. That is millions of dollars worth of weaponry. They also found several SUVs modified for negotiating different types of terrains. One of the SUVs was actually an amphibious vehicle that was able to drive underwater. $230,000 worth of cash was also found in Nash's home. These facts tell a story of their own. This was not simply a man who was lying to impress his fiancée. There is much more to this story than meets the eye, or the ear in our case. The fiancée is adamant that the man was indeed an alien hybrid, working for the U.S. government in some fashion. Why would these women disappear and not come home? Dawn has children and has not even contacted them since the incident. Was Nash a drug dealer or a gun runner? Or maybe, just perhaps, in this case, the truth is scarier than fiction.